one between the Green Bay Packers and the Miami Dolphins. The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Oh, good-looking return set up here. There he goes left side. He will score. Touchdown, Miami. So a heck of a start to this one. We haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happens, too? Now you got to translate what that means, because I think your team that just scored, their defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bolder. They'll play with the lead and bring some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you'd better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try and get another big score and a big one early.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go, back.
And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense, because to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
On 2nd and 12, Rodgers, a quick throw but incomplete. Christian Watson, the man he was looking for. That takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. We'll see what they have drawn up here, a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Throwing now is Rodgers. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That's his first catch of the game, and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
Rodgers, and able to find Allen Lazard. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. They fake the give. Now Rodgers on the move to his left. That's going to be caught downfield by Lazard. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A gain of 32 that time.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
Jones. Going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line. They'll try again with Jones. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Well, not much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. How you like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you?
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
That 1st down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. They get 9 there, and in the process, escaping their end zone, picking up a 1st down. Here's Tua. They're going deep for Hill. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators work so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections, and stuff, and just precise areas of movement. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And the next-gen stats are going to tell the story, and wow, what a story it is. Nearly a full 23 miles an hour. One of the fastest plays on record, folks. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And they will finally bring this one back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
2nd down and goal. Tua. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll run with Mostert. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Well, if this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
Let's go now.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, Charles, certainly circle that play. We might have to revisit it later. They had 3 in their back pocket. They go for it on 4th and goal and throw the pick.
Well, you know, we're still in the first half. A bold call nonetheless. And I guess the book might have said take the 3. But it looks like they burned the book and just said, give me the analytics. And the analytics said, go for it. Didn't work out.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. Oh, they try lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Boy, CD, what a way to score. You want to talk about a roller coaster of emotions. They've got the big play. Then they cough it up. It seems to be disastrous. But his teammate is there to scoop it and score it.
Not much else I can add to that, partner. I'll just say one thing. We just saw momentum swing several times on one play.
Crosby on now to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they'd better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
Second down, here's Mostert again. And he'll get about 2 there to the 36. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now Tua. And that is incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
Ready, quick.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he will have a Dolphins first down as they find a way to convert on 4th and 10. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards. And an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. Tua now on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Oh, he caught it. Just couldn't get the feet down. Couldn't get that toe tap sequence, right? I was ready to call him tippy toes if that one was completed.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Tua. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think he might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield, and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously he is well short of the first. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 4th down.
Here we go. Here we go.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. play action. Rodgers. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable, or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Up the middle they run. Here's Dillon. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. To throw, it's Rodgers. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Rodgers now on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Rodgers. His throw incomplete.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even the 50% thus far.
Certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Snap comes at 1. This complete to Jones. And they'll get this down to the 10.
88, 88, on the 50. Hey, you block over here. On the 50.
On 1st down, Rodgers. He'll find Jones again. Complete. Touchdown. Aaron Jones from 10 yards out. And the Packers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Crosby with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
And he will have a Dolphins first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. It got his man complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they've been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way down to the 35. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And past the 30 down to about the 27. 56 yards on the ground for him so far. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. And the Dolphins are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked them off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. An excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He's got a man crossing the field. That's Mostert. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Ready.
Tua on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they take a big, big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw brought in by Watson. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. A great job there, Charles, just to hold on, absorb that contact. I guess that's the risk you take catching the ball toward the middle of the field.
It is, and if you're going to gain yardage, you're going to have to go there at some point. But how about the read, okay? The eyes of that play, stepping out from the middle of the field and really making a big hit. Did not get free, but boy, that's a tough area to go into when you're going into his spot.
To throw again on second down. Rodgers letting one go deep for the end zone. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Here we go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Play action. Now it's Tua. And going deep for Hill. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, their defense got them the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We got two. Do I hear three? Remember, it was 2 in a row. When we hit 3 in a row. Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone and throw into the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Rodgers will try again on second down. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Rodgers finding Watson for the Packer first.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
From the shotgun to give to Jones. And some room to work. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 70 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And Watson has it right side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Look pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. They'll send the tight end in motion left. On second down, Dillon. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Caught right side. It's Lewis. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be second down. Up the middle, Jones. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
If you're going to have a relay race, you probably won't pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. On first down, Tagovailoa. And going deep for Hill. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even insult the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And what could he possibly be thinking? He just took the fair catch at the 1-yard line. Major mistake. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Again, it's Jones. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And inside give to Jones. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. And this will be a Packers first down as he gets this up past the 30. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Rodgers rolling to his left. And my goodness, another interception. And the Dolphins are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Up the middle they go with Mostert. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. On first down, they go with Mostert again. And he is going to lose yardage here. Big Kenny Clark that time pushing upfield to make the tackle for loss. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come out 2nd and 12. From the gun, a run with Mostert. Room here to run. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. Down to 14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z, and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. To throw again on second down. Rodgers. Jones has it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Rodgers now to throw. They'll complete this one to Watson. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. Rodgers to throw once more. Completed out left to Dobbs. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Rodgers now on 1st down. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Rodgers finding Christian Watson. And the Packers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Crosby connects on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each ending in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Once again, it's Mostert. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. From midfield, here's Tua. He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki, 50 yards. And the Dolphins use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Good gain there on first down, and keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 116 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert, 34 yards. And the Dolphins tack on another score as they have dominated this fourth quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Packers are going to have it here just past the 25. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. On play action. Now Rodgers. And now here is another interception. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Aaron Jones with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. They're going to run for it with Jones. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds. So unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Okay, ready?
That one looks like he'll throw here. They're going deep for Hill. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
To the NFL brings us to South Florida and Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Green Bay Packers and the Miami Dolphins. The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And we are underway from Miami. Taken at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
Watch out now, 50 series. Striker, 3-3.
Two and a throw right away. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. Finding space at the 40. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. That is a quick strike, one play all the way to the house. You know, the pass was fine, but that run after the catch, impressive.
An absolute horrible time. Of course, any time like this is a horrible time for a defensive breakdown. But where's the tackler? Where are the safeties? You don't expect him to catch the ball. And next thing you know, he's running into the goalpost this early in the game. That's not supposed to happen.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 24. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good gain. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 46. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, try to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
After the turnover, it's Tua. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. First carry for Raheem Mostert. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Now Tua on the bootleg here. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
On 2nd and 12, Tua. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 26. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Now Tua. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
Rodgers now on first down. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Rodgers going to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Touchdown, Packers. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get him in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started. The way that they're going about doing things right now, they've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Right, 97.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Another 6-yard carry, same as last play. First down. A run with Mostert up the middle.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They hand it off to Mostert. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
2 and now on first down. That one complete to Hill. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Tua. And Wilson with it, complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Cedric Wilson, 34 yards. And the Dolphins have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point and good by Sanders. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This one fielded at the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, playing the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one. I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. On play action, it's Rodgers. They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's in personal or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
1st and 10. It's Mostert. 56 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of the drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable second down.
Second down, here's Mostert again. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
52.
On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
On 2nd and 10, Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tenyon. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Now that certainly solidifies how to attack this 2-minute drill right before the half. I don't think they were going to try and run out the clock, but now after that big play, their thoughts are certainly of trying to score and get some points before the half.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Christian Watson, 50 yards. And the Packers are back within a score. Crosby with the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one.
Right, 97. Right, 60.
Here's Tua. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position.
Hey, 26. Get 300. Get 300. 26.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. 3 yards remain for 2nd down. Throwing is Rodgers. Man open, here is Jones. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pick up there of 20 yards. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? This will be fielded inside the 5. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was on the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
On play action, Rodgers. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Yeah, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick six.
That's a great observation, too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines.
And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And going deep for Hill. Touchdown! Tyreek Hill with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Sanders on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. After the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we just...
Touchdown, Dolphins! Raheem Mostert, 32 yards. And the Dolphins get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they open the lead up now to 25. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded right around the 8. And he returns this to the 22. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On play action, now Rodgers. And my goodness, another interception. And the Dolphins are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 63 yards. And the Dolphins have got it on cruise control. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Back to Dillon on first down. They find some open field here. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They run once more with Dillon. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. They go screen with Dillon. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Draw play, Dillon. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And that is incomplete.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And now here's another interception. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, We saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Noah Igbinoghene. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes that kind of had the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. From the 6. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic. But if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Third quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10. Rodgers now to throw. Finds his receiver, Watson. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Got a man. That's Lazard. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. Rodgers now on first down. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And again, it's Rodgers. Throwing left side, and Watson has it. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They'll run for it with Dillon. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. They'll run here with Dillon. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. Dillon will score. Touchdown, Packers. And that is what you call lowering the boom down near the goal line. He was going to force his way in no matter what.
They always talk about low man wins when it comes to the offensive line, having the leverage to move the defenders. It's strong man wins when it comes to tackling in the red zone. And if you happen to be the low man and the strong man, that's a huge win.
And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Now it's the backup Bridgewater.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. Up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
The offense on third down, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw. They're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the fourth quarter.
And that they have in every way. And plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
Bridgewater's throw caught by his receiver, Hill. Up the middle they go with Mostert.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Cedric Wilson, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Dolphins continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the fourth. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And this one was a while ago as he just added on a big lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
This taken in at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, for the offensive line, you're a bit concerned protecting your quarterback and giving him a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
They'll set up a screen for Dillon.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Now Rodgers, gotta have this one. He's gonna launch this deep for Watson. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are gonna get it back here just past the 35. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just gotta be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Bridgewater. And going deep for Hill. And this is taken in at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Here's Mostert. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Sanders now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This fielded right at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. Sanders on for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Taking it about the 1. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive? And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Throwing here, Bridgewater. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Sanders now to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. After the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taken at the goal line. I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does them in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score. He's got him in, complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
From the red zone now, Bridgewater. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Bridgewater here to throw. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the fourth, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%. It certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was.
And now here's another interception.
Picked up by Noah Igbenogany. And the Dolphins come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago. And you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely dream scenario for everyone on that offense. And they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
I'm the best, and the best, as you know. And I got it, on my own. Get my way up, you know, go. If I touch it, then it's cold, I'm the best, as you know. And I got it, on my own. Get my way up, you know, go. If I touch it, then it's cold, He for the bank and they know I'm impressive. He wanna talk, but he not on the schedule. I ain't taking no from my boy ain't heavy. I'm the best and you heard what I said. Spend all the money, I'm dripping, it's falling. Got on it, then it's dripping like water. Teaching her, but I don't have a daughter. I know me, I can pick up when I call her. Working big and it don't hurt to break, cause I'ma always do it how I wanna do it. Every time he lead a know it, Mr. Know I got him running to it. I'ma need the full of milk before we talk it that I'm waking up and thumbing through it. Run a like a runner do it. Stun on her till like a stunner do it. I'm the best, as you know. And I got it, on my own. Get my way up, you know, go. If I touch it, then it's cold, I'm the best, as you know. And I got it, on my own. Get my way up, you know, go. If I touch it, then it's cold, Top dog like I manage. I'm the really damaged. I came out and make the channel froze. I'm really who the panel chose. Put my name up like a banner boat. Acting tough and I'ma let her go. Name her who got a better flow. She can hang it up just like a telephone. Sticking up with the cost 10K to let it come see it. Bands that me, I make it come treat it. Spin, make it come beat it. I want to do it in the machine out. Jewelry be caught like the temperature zero. I'm the hardest, they call me the hero. Heaven then they know what I be on. I'm the best, as you know. And I got it, on my own. Get my way up, you know, go. If I touch it, then it's cold, I'm the best, as you know. And I got it, on my own. Get my way up, you know, go. If I touch it, then it's cold,
Yeah. Turn me up. Yeah. Hey, check it. Okay, I feel unstoppable. Lose.